Hello guys, today I'll be teaching you for loops and while loops in Python. Now, why do we use loops? Well, we use loops to repeat a task. It could be as simple as just printing hello into our console. See? As simple as that. Now, some beginners in Python might say, oh yeah, we can just copy and paste it multiple times. Well, yeah, we can do that like this. But there's a problem with that. The problem with that is that, first of all, this makes our code a little too long. Second of all, it makes us very unreadable. And as our code gets more complex, then this becomes very hard to debug and change. Like if you want to just change this he into hello into he, we'll have to go and change every one of these. And say we want to add a different number string to these, like he plus 1, and then we just got to do that again and again. Then it just gets very, very, very tedious. And that's why we don't do this. And instead, we use our loops. Well, the first loop is our for loop. The for loop has a syntax like this: for variable in iterable. Now, what we do to go through a loop multiple times is that we go for, then we put in our variable name. I'll just say I, and then in, and then we go range. Now I'll just go 1, 2, 5. Now this will only happen 4 times, as we don't register the second parameter. We go 1 minus that. So we'll only go to 4. So we can either set this to 6 or we can set this to 0. This is what we usually do, as we're doing. So we get 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now we can just print hello. And this will happen 5 times, as you can see. Now, here's the thing we can do with both loops, which is using keywords like continue, if we say this, and then just wait 1 second, go print. As you can see, the color is a little different because nothing's gonna happen here, because it's just going to go to the next one without this ever happening. So this stuff never even happens, which is kind of not good for us, right? But it can be useful in some situations, like this, where we're just printing I, right? And then here we can just, just one before that. If I equals to, let's say 2. Yeah, then we could just continue. Look. So we go 0, 1, 3, and 4. We just skip the 2. Now the other one is break. So at this, we just quit. We just quit the loop. We just go out of it. So we got 0 and 1. Now, let's look at some cool things we can do with our range function. Now, with our range function, first thing we can do is skip count. So we can just let's say print. It's just I don't know, print I, and then we can just 2. Now we're going to skip count by 2. As you can see, 0, 2, 4. Now, another thing, and then we can do this for any number, right? We can do do this 5. We just get 0. Now, another thing we can do is instead we can go 5, 0, and then we can go -1. So now we're going to go backwards. We're going to count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you can see, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, let's talk about our while loops. Now, the syntax is while bool, or that's short for Boolean. Now, a Boolean is just true or false, right? True or false. Oops. Yeah, true or false. If you just say while true, this is going to go forever. So, we don't want to do that now, but we could do that and use that in some other things later. While. Now, let's just say what? While. Let's make a variable first of all. Let's make I. Let's set it to 0. And we say, yeah, there. And now here we can just do print hello. And say I equals to I plus 1. Or we can use the plus equal to 1. Now, as you'll see, we get hello 10 times in our console. Yep. So that's that. Now, another thing you can do with while and for loop too, which is kind of funny, is else. Now, you can just yeah. I is no longer less than 10. I is no longer less than 10. See? Now you can do this for for loops too. Let's do that with a for loop. For I in range 6. Yes. Now we do this. It's still going to change to I is no longer less than 10, right? And another thing we can do is we can go through strings and lists and other iterables. So like string, yeah, equals to, say, hello. Let me just take out this else. And then we'll print I. Now, we can run this, and then we're going to get hello. Now we can do that the same for list. Yep. We can go list here. Yes, and that's all our numbers. That's all I have to show. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And